Hello students, we are studied about the subphylum Vertebrata and we have done its two classes, class Osteichthyes and class Contractithyes. Now here is the difference between these two. First one is its habitat. So cartilaginous fishes are marine while bony fishes are both marine as well as freshwater. In cartilaginous fishes there is placoid scales present, while in bony fishes there is cycloid scales. Rounded scales is present. Now its endoskeleton. In cartilaginous fishes only cartilage is present, while in bony fishes endoskeleton is bony. Mouth in ventral position, while in bony fishes in terminal position. Gut opening, cloacal aperture, and in bony fishes there is presence of anus. 5 to 7 pairs with no operculum, gill slits. There is 5 to 7 pair in cartilaginous fishes. Operculum is a bony covering on gills, and in bony fishes there are 4 pairs covered by operculum. Cartilaginous fishes are ureotelism, means liberate urea during excretion, while in bony fishes are ammonotelism, release ammonia. Claspers in cartilaginous fishes always claspers present, while in bony fishes these are absent. In cartilaginous fishes dorsal fins are 2 in number, while in bony fishes there is only one dorsal fin. Tail fin formed of two unequal lobes, or is rounded. These are the differences. Now come with our next class, that is class amphibia. So it is made up of two words, amphi and bios. Here amphi means both, bios means life. So in class amphibians have both characters of terrestrial as well as aquatic. These can live in land or in water. So its characteristic features are, these are amphibians, so can live both in water and moist places on land. Next point, skin is thin, moist, glandular and respirator, means it can respire through skin also. Now skin has no exoskeleton of a scale. There is no scales present in class amphibians. Now these generally have two pairs of pentadactyl limbs, means 5 digital limbs. Digits do not have nails or claws. Gut has wide mouth and open out by cloacal aperture, means two opening is present, mouth and cloacal aperture. Most of adult amphibians respire through skin and lungs. These are amphibians, so it respires through skin as well as lung. Heart is 3 chambered, 2 auricles and 1 ventricles. RBCs are biconvex and nucleated, means RBCs are present and they are nucleated. Ear is formed of only internal and middle ear. Eardrum lies on the surface, means two parts of ear, internal and middle ear. Next characteristic features, nasal chambers open in buccal cavity by internal nares. Adult amphibians are ureotelic in excretion, means excrete urea during excretion. Female is oviparous. Here oviparous means the animals which lays egg. So female is oviparous. And fertilization is generally external. In class amphibia there is external fertilization. Development occurs in water and includes a fish-like aquatic larva tadpole of frog and which undergoes metamorphosis. In previous classes you have studied about the life cycle of frog, so we know that there is larva tadpole, and then a frog. These are the life cycle. These are cold-blooded animals, so hibernate, winter sleep in winter and estivate in summers. Here is the we all know that these are cold-blooded. Example of frog. In summer they hide themselves, and in winters, in summer they unhide themselves, and in winter they hide themselves. So amphibians are first land vertebrates but are still dependent upon water for their reproduction, because these are amphibians, so they completes their life cycle in water. Here I am showing you example. These are the example of class amphibians. First is their frog, amphibian. Cloacal aperture, hind limb, eye, mouth, external nair, forelimbs, dorsal line, all characters which you studied. Now come with our next class, that is class reptilia. Class reptilia made up of Latin word reptare, to creep. So in class reptilia there are creeping animals. So what are its characteristic features? These are first true terrestrial and creeping vertebrates. True terrestrial means completes their life cycle on land. So these are true terrestrial. Next, skin is dry, non-glandular and covered by an exoskeleton of epidermal scales or plates. Means skin is dry, non-glandular. Skin is dry because these are terrestrial animals and covered by an exoskeleton. These have two pairs of pentadactyl limbs. Each digit and two into claws. Scales are limbless. Pentadactyl limbs also present, but two in number, two pairs. All the reptiles are carnivorous, means feed upon animals. Gut opens out by cloacal aperture. Carnivores means feed upon animals, eat animals only. And gut opens by cloacal aperture means small hole is present like cloaca. These are terrestrial animals, so these show only pulmonary respiration. Heart is also three-chambered. What? Ventricle is incompletely partitioned, means ventricle is not properly parted. RBCs are biconvex and nucleated. Heart is four-chambered in the crocodile. This is the exception. By the way, heart is three-chambered in class reptilia, but in crocodile there are four-chambered heart. Ear is formed of two parts, internal ear, middle ear, and one canal is present, that is auditory canal. Eardrum is depressed in ear structure. Nasal chambers open in buccal cavity while internal nair. Nasal chambers open in buccal cavity. These are uricotelic, means its nitrogenous waste or its excretion is uric acid, and the fertilization is here internal, means fertilization occur internally inside the body. Most of reptiles lay shelled and yolky eggs. These are cold-blooded animals, so hibernate in winter. Example: wall lizard, garden lizard, turtle, tortoise, cobra, python, crocodile. These all are comes under the phylum Reptilia, or class Reptilia. Here you can see the example of these: tortoise, wall lizard, flying dragon, cobra. I think you can draw the diagram of wall lizard accurately, and simple diagram showing the all characters: forelimb, hind limb, tail, trunk, eye, external ear opening. Thank you, students.